My name is Luis Delgado, and today I'm going to be talking about Blockbuster. I'm here to inform the audience about the downfall of Blockbuster, and Blockbuster was an epic business that, after being at the top of the market, it had failed because of groupthink, leadership failures, and also interpersonal conflicts. I can remember, I'm pretty sure everybody remembers a time when they would get movies and stuff out of Blockbusters, and just the feeling of stepping in and being able to pick one of the movies that you wanted to watch for so long that you've been waiting. And I can remember that like it was yesterday. Blockbuster was at the top of its game, a business and a media powerhouse. Blockbuster was a profitable media and cultural giant at its peak. So, they say the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So let's take a look at what made them come crashing down. Blockbuster was a profitable media culture giant, but this giant was far from immune to failure. Anyone could be a victim of some fate, and no matter how big or how small, nobody's not really prepared for the future. Blockbuster is a business that we all can remember, and whether it's going there with our friends, family, to get a movie on a Friday night, or also remembering the epic downfall that drastically changed everything. Studying the downfall of this organization can give us critical insight into businesses planning as well as group communication and conflicts. There are many reasons why Blockbuster have proven to fail. A few of those things that we are going to address is group think, failure in leadership, interpersonal conflict among its members. Studying the downfall of Blockbuster gives critical insight into businesses planning, group communications, and conflicts. There are many reasons why Blockbuster was proven to have failed, such as the perils of groupthink failure and leadership and interpersonal conflicts among workers. Yeah. So we're going to talk about one of the first reasons Blockbuster failed, and of course it is groupthink. There's always pressure on individuals when involving group communicating. There's pressure that can often limit ideas and creativity that happens. Individuals try to conform to ideas in a group, if they're not on the same page or if they're not working together to try to prevent the Blockbuster management team from being able to think more objectively about the future of the business. Challenging the group of thinking can be viewed as disloyal. No one wants to be viewed as an outcast or be responsible for decision or idea that leads to detriment of the group. This way it keeps the executives of Blockbuster blind and the fact of failure was approaching. The CEO and executives of the leaders in the Blockbuster group also were contributing factors to the downfall as well. One of the first reasons that Blockbuster failed, as I discussed, is groupthink, the nature of the company at that time. The second reason is because of leadership. The second reason that Blockbuster failed was partly due to its leadership. The CEO and the other executives struggled with decision making and planning for the future. The illusion and vulnerability gave executives false sense of security about the future. Disruptions in the market, such as Redbox and Netflix, were not taken seriously by the group. These newer media platforms that were changing with the times that caused to leave Blockbuster behind. The operations of Blockbuster at the time were based on out-of-date business models. The efficient, well-oiled operational machine was not adaptable to new trends and market analysis information. Leaders of the Blockbuster Group struggled with many obstacles at the end. One of the biggest conflicts being between the CEO, executives, and shareholders. Main point 3, interpersonal conflict. The interpersonal conflict between CEO John and Teal'co and the other board members, shareholders, and executives presented a major breakdown in communication that was one of the final contributing factors. The former Blockbuster CEO on sparring with an activist shareholder, the Harvard Business Review. A new major shareholder had joined. His name was Carl Icahn. Was a major source of discord when he fought his way into the board. Board meetings were continuous, and disagreements about the direction of the company stalled progress. Subpoint. The ultimate conflict culminated with the firing of the CEO and Teal'co. Afterwards, the Blockbuster Group and the new CEO, they were unable to path back to success. After a series of bad decisions, the fate of invested Blockbuster ultimately filed bankruptcy in 2010 with almost $1 billion in debt. There are many reasons why Blockbuster went from success to failure. Groupthink, leadership, and interpersonal conflicts. Among the groups and contributing factors that ended in the media giant reign. Blockbuster turned out to be the worst investment that I ever made, states Carl Icahn, which was the former CEO of Blockbuster. Controlling these pitfalls by analyzing groupthink processes, evaluating leadership, and managing conflicts can prevent the crash and burn that Blockbuster was unable to avoid. Thank you so much for learning about the fall of Blockbuster with me, and thank you all for taking the time to listen, and I hope everyone has a good day.